Hi everyone, Savannah here, and today we're going to draw this view from the moon. Everything you need to follow along is linked down below. That includes the outline that I have here, the color palette that I used in this video, as well as a link to my free brushes, all of which are down in that description below, so let's jump in. The first thing we're going to do is change that color. So go into layers, click that background color layer, and in the color palette, we're going to pick this dark cyan blue color. Now it is going to be hard to see the outline, so let's go ahead and change that. Go back into your layers. We're going to add a new layer and bring it below the outline, but click into the outline layer, select Alpha Lock from the side menu, grab that light, almost white color, and go back to your layer and click Fill Layer. That way we can see the outline of the image that we're working with. Now grab that dark gray yellowish color. We're going to grab, let's do the square brush for this, and we're going to fill in the outline of the moon here. Another thing that I like to do is bring the opacity down on that outline layer. So you just click on the N and drag that opacity slider down. Now, once you have that outline drawn, go ahead and fill in the rest of the moon here with that same color. You can use that same brush as well. I just like to turn the size of the brush up when I'm filling larger spaces, but you can keep it at the size that you have it currently set. Now let's create a new layer right above the moon. I'm going to add in the earth now, and we're going to use the circle brush for this. I'm also using that medium blue from the color palette. I'm just going to trace and fill in the shape of this earth. Now to get this nice half circle shape, what you're going to do is as closely as you can, follow the outline there. Hold the pencil down, do not lift it, wait till it kind of gets into that shape, and then if you want it to be more circular instead of sometimes it's a little bit more oval if you're not drawing it as closely to a circle as possible. If you don't get it a perfect half circle, which it's hard to do, then you just have to hold that pencil down, let it snap into an almost half circle, and then tap one of your fingers down on the screen, and then it should make that half circle that you're looking for. Then we're just going to draw that bottom line and fill this in. And now one thing I do want to call out about filling in, if you drag and drop the color in, the way my brushes work is that there's sometimes a little bit of an edge that it doesn't fill in. So you can go around the edge like I'm doing here, or you can color it in by just filling in with the brush. And now I am going to go touch up the edges, make sure everything is filled in before we set these layers to alpha lock and add in details. Now I'm happy with how those are looking. I'm going to set both those layers to alpha lock. You just do that by clicking on the image of the layer you want to set to alpha lock, and then it pulls up a menu to the left, and then you can do alpha lock on that menu. Or from that menu, and essentially that's going to allow us to color in these shapes without going outside of those lines. So right now I'm going to add in some of the earth. I'm going to start with the darker blue color, so we're going to start layering it by the ocean first, and then we'll add in the land. But I'm going to do this dark blue color. I'm using the circle blend brush for this, and I'm just going to add in dark blue sections here and there on the earth. Now we will blend everything out to make it look like the ocean, or at least a little bit like the ocean. So I'm just adding some dark blues here, some of this lighter blue here as well. And then we're going to try and blend all of this with that base blue that we used, all using that circle blend brush. So play around with the size of the brush. I like to teeter between going a little bit smaller when I'm adding in the other color details and then going over it with the darker blue on top. Now that we have the ocean added in, let's go ahead and add the land. I'm grabbing that darker green color and I'm going back into the circle brush to add in that land. So just go ahead and place some shapes. You can do as accurate as you want to here, or you could just add in the colors. I am going to add a cloud layer over top, so I'm not going super accurate. I'll kind of try to a little bit, but I'm not perfecting this because again, there's going to be a layer of clouds over top on the surface of the earth that is going to cover a lot of the green that we're adding in. So go ahead and just place the green where you want, and then we'll add in the clouds. You can switch over to the lighter green and add in some colors as well. I'm going to switch back to my blend brush for this one when I add in that lighter green and just giving it a little bit of variety here. And I am alternating between lighter and harder presses. I'm going back and forth between these two colors to blend this out a little bit more. And then once I have it how it's looking, how I want it to look, I'm going to add a new layer above the earth, and we're going to add clouds. So again, add that new layer, grab this lightish yellowish white color, and still using that circle blend brush, we're just going to add in clouds here. Now, the beauty of the circle blend brush is that it is pressure sensitive. So if you want to add in more color or less color, you could play around with that pressure. So I'm going to just very lightly add in clouds here. And then the other thing that you want to do, because we have this on a new layer above the earth, just make sure you set that layer to clippy mask. What that's going to do is keep the shape of these clouds within the shape of the earth down below it. So keep adding in these swirly clouds until it's how you want it to look for this final earth image. And then we're going to do one more thing to the earth before we jump to the moon. And I do like to zoom out just so I can see how that final image looks. Now create one more new layer above the earth, grab that dark blue color, and then using the circle brush, we're going to add just this half circle here underneath. Go into adjustments, click Gaussian blur, and blur it out. That's going to give it that really beautiful atmospheric glow that we look for when we look at the planets or things like that. So we added that and we are good to go. Now let's go ahead and work on the moon. Grab this medium gray color. You can switch it back into circle blend brush if you're not there, and just kind of follow the craters. Now we're kind of building up colors here. We're starting with the medium tone gray first, blend that out, and then we'll add the lighter gray on top. But go ahead and add the craters. You can go off of what I did for the image, or you can create your own, but we're just going to build up the moon layer here right now. So I'm just starting again by placing that medium gray color, then I'll go through, blend this out. So what I do to blend it out is I go back to the original color and go over some of the edges of the color that I just added. So as you can see here, I'm just kind of pushing that medium gray back up a little bit because I have that dark gray selected. This is going to blend these colors out very beautifully. And another thing that you can do is grab these mid-tones that are kind of blended between the medium color we have and the darker color. To do that, you just hold your finger down on the color that you want to select just for a second or two, and then it'll pull that up in the color picker. And just keep working on this. We are going to add that lighter color as well, but I'm kind of setting the craters that I want first. So I'm going to keep going back and forth between that medium and darker gray. And once I have these craters looking how I want for this moon, then I will add that white to the very tip of these craters. And I'll show you what I mean by that here in a second, but just keep building up this layer until it looks how you want, and then you can add in the lighter areas. Now I did switch over to that light gray color and I'm adding in this light gray at the tips of the crater and the edge of the moon. That's where that light would be hitting and reflecting. So I'm just adding it a little bit, then we'll work on blending it, keep building up these layers, and then once you're happy with how this looks, we're done with our image. And I'm not too worried about how this is looking because again, I'm going to blend everything in here in a second. So to blend, again, you want to add in those other colors. So I added this lighter color, so I'm going to go back to the medium gray color that we had to blend that out a little bit, and then I'll add in that darker gray to blend it out even further. So I'm kind of going in reverse. So the lighter the color, I'm going to work backwards to the darker color to blend these colors out. And you'll keep working on blending that out until it's looking how you want it to for this final image. Now, one thing I did add that I did not include in this video are stars. So I do have a stardust brush that you could use for this. I used that light color that we have, that almost white color from the color palette. And because that is also a pressure sensitive brush, I just very lightly added stars behind the earth. Now I did that layer on a layer below the earth. So if you want to add stars, make sure you do that as well. But that is our drawing. Thank you so much for following along. I hope you enjoyed this one as much as I did, and I'll see everybody in the next video.